I got her. Whew. Okay, hi everybody. Hi JB. Alright, what's going on everybody? I had technical difficulties, per usual. So, I miss Peo. Peo, I'm sorry I missed your comment, but I saw it later. JV, hello, hello. Is anybody watching Wheel of Fortune? I got my Bluetooth fixed though, you guys, which was amazing. That was part of my technical difficulties. So, I got the Bluetooth working so I can listen with my headphones this week. And, yeah, so we got that going. But of course, in true me fashion, anytime that I want to stream, always some freaking technical problem. I'm over it. I thought last week was the last week, but hopefully it's going to be over now. And shout out to ChatGPT. Thank you, bots. Thank you, AI, for helping me figure out what the problem was. And actually, it was ChatGPT that helped me fix it. So that was really great. Hopefully the audio is fine. I feel like my hair's a little bit of a fuzzball right now because I had my headphones on. Also, the treats that Gigi are eating right now, these are saltine crackers, as you can see. But here's the kicker, you guys. These were found in one of my winter coats that I did have to bust out today. And my mom had that coat for probably the past like 10 years. So I have no idea. And actually, it was originally my coat as a child. And then she just kept it. So now I got the coat back. It's a nice jacket. It's a Columbia jacket. It says double whammy on the neck, on the back. But who knows how many years old these saltine crackers are that I found in the pocket today when I had to whip that out. Oh no, I wonder if it's because I'm talking through my headphones. Oh gosh, I thought I had the audio figured out. Can you hear me better when I do that? I thought I had the audio figured out, and apparently I don't. Here, hold on. Let me try to fix that. Thanks, Mars, and it's always good to see you. All right. Oh, you know what? I think. Let me try.
All right. Can you guys hear me better now? What about now? Is that better? Because again, always have some sort of technical difficulty here, but I really appreciate you guys letting me know. Let me know if that helps. I guess I could turn it on my end, but then it would be hard to decipher if it was actually working or not. So, because I would hear, I'd have to talk, but then I'd be listening to see if I could hear. But I might have to disconnect the Bluetooth then if that is the problem. And also, I did a couple test streams, and I did figure out why my computer was not playing the audio that I was trying to do last time. So I got that all figured out, which was cool. But now we got another problem. So you guys, anybody that is available to type, let me know if you can hear me better. Appreciate all of y'all. And then tomorrow, we got Thursday night football, okay? It helped? Okay, is it still not very good? Because eventually, when I put my headphones on, it might go away. But here's another thing that I can try. Let me try. How about?
What about right now? Does that help better? Right now, if I go like that? Testing, testing. Okay, now we're testing. I think that might be good. Let me know if this is better. Let me know about that. Let me know if that's even better. Sorry with all the freaking technical stuff, you guys. Every time. Gigi, every time. She's like, are you gonna put me down? I'll give her another stale saltine cracker. All right. I'm going to also try to keep talking just to see. Thanks again, everybody. Oh, we're going to the final puzzle. Oh, damn it. All right. We're going back. We're going back. All right. We got the final puzzle over here on Wheel of Fortune. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Okay. What about that? Is that better? I got everything switched over here now.
Okay. Oh man, if that's not as good as it can get, I don't know what we'll do. All right, Jade. Gigi out. She's like, there's too many problems over here. Okay, fly off, young one. All right. She just goes right over there to sit down. All right. Okay, now we're getting serious. Okay. So, I got my headphones on to be able to hear Survivor, but I want you guys to be able to hear me. Also, I'm going to turn off my space heater. Yes, finally! Oh my gosh, yay! Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I do. Seriously. You guys know this already, but there's always a technical problem over here, damn it. But I got to power through. I got to try to power through. Oh my God, she won the puzzle. What was it? She won $75,000. I don't know what the puzzle was. Good job, Katie. She won $75,000 on that final little wheel. I wonder what she won total. The Great Outdoors. Her family's freaking out. What is the damn puzzle? Show us again. Oh my gosh, Katie. She won $93,000 and like $900 and some dollars. 900? Wow. Good for her. Go, girl. I want to see what the frickin' puzzle is, but they're not showing it, which is fine. They're just showing her celebrating. That's fine. Okay, show us the puzzle. What was the final puzzle? Okay. You know what, Wheel of Fortune? Don't show us the final puzzle then. All right. So what else has everybody been up to? How's everybody been? What's going on? We got Thursday Night Football again tomorrow for the Vikings, you guys, so I'll be here. Hopefully catch you here. Before I was over here, actually, while I was getting ready, I was listening to Vocal Vike. Shout out to Rap. He's in a live stream right now. He's got a lot of people over there. That was fun. He's talking Thursday Night Football. He's talking Chargers, Vikings over there. And then, actually, shout out to him, too, for bringing this to my knowledge. Because that's when I popped over on my stream over here. But there's rumblings, rumors, gossip, something out there. I got to go investigate further. I don't know if I want to, though. About Pizza Ranch Boy potentially coming back to the Vikings. I thought that was done. Okay? I thought it was done. I think somebody's just probably trying to get clicks or something. I don't know. But he's like, oh, did you guys hear the rumor? And I'm like, or the gossip or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm in the chat. I'm like, no, who's that about? And he's like, oh, you guys know. I was like, what's going on? Please, no. Do not bring Pizza Boy back. Like, we're over it. We're done, okay? Hi, William. How are you? Cheers. Good to see you. How's it going? Keep the Eagles victory. What do you guys have next? Also, you guys, I kept thinking today was Thursday. It's not, okay? It's not, all right? It's Wednesday. And because Survivor's on Wednesday, so I don't know why I thought it was Thursday today. Who knows? Whatever. Also, happy Scorpio season, everybody. So shout out to all the Scorpios out there. Okay? Stay back unless you want the stinger, okay? All right? Scorpios, they're going to lurk. They're lurkers. They look at stuff from the corner of the room. They stay silent, right? They stay silent. They're observers. But, however, they know everything about you and they can read the room like nobody's business, okay? So, shout out to all the Scorpios out there. And, again, everybody's got Scorpio in their chart somewhere. So, wherever you have Scorpio, now is the time of focus, all right, if you do know your chart. You're good? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Very good. My hair is in typical me fashion. It's out of control. I got a cone head situation going on here. All right. But I'm actually wearing headphones again so I can listen to Survivor. I was reading the subtitles last week, which is fine. But now I'll actually be able to listen. So, oh, we got Jeff. Here's the thing, too. I was thinking about this. Jeff Probst has totally gotten work done on his face. Like, no, allegedly. I mean, this is my opinion. The show's starting, all right? But I was going to say it looks pretty good. It's very subtle. Very subtle. Okay, I got the volume on now. All right, I was going to pull up all the frickin' players, too, because I still can't remember all their damn names. All right, but we're down to 2 tribes now, okay? Because one tribe was down to 2 people, so then they had to merge, or they had to, not merge, they had to split into 2 early. Usually that's a little later. So now we're down to 2 tribes. All right. Am I going to remember everybody's name? Probably not. Shannon. Okay, Shannon's deadly. She's sneaky. And I think Savannah's pretty good. All the S ladies on the show. Also Sage, I think, is a little bit of a sleeper. Okay. Oh, yeah, and Matt got voted out last week, which was the good vote to do. That is what they should have done, and they did it. So, okay, claps. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging. All right. 2 votes Jason, 2 votes Matt. Oh, yeah, Jason. So we got Jason, Shannon. God, that one guy, I like him, too. You guys, I am the worst at remembering names sometimes. But the thing is, like, I have a really good, I'm good at, like, memorizing. So it's weird that I can't ever remember their frickin' names on this show. And then we got Nate, I think, is, like, the older dad. Well, he was on his old tribe because he was younger, but they're like, Jason, we 2 of us voted for you, but we didn't vote you out. You guys want to talk? You want to talk it out? And I don't know why they were coming for Jason last episode. Like, what the hell did he do? Jason, all right, he's doing his little talk now after he almost got voted out. Like, you want to talk? I'd be like, no, F you. No, you can't do that. You got to talk to him. You got to play the game. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can talk. No, you guys, I understand. Right? You got to just play the game. But inside, he's probably like, I want to decapitate all of you. That's a little dramatic. You know what I mean? Oh, and now they're having a fucking group hug? Are you kidding me? We're 10 seconds in, and they're having a fake-ass group hug, you guys. Hey, Jason, 2 of us voted for you, but let's hug it out, bitch. I mean, you kind of have to because this game moves so quickly. So, anyway. Thanks again for joining, everybody. I'm going to try to get my bun to stay in the middle of my head. So it's the Hina tribe, and then Kaylee is the other tribe, I'm pretty sure. So they're split into 2 now. I do like Savannah. She's the former reporter. She's very charismatic, and I think she's good at this game. I could kind of tell from the very beginning. So I think she's pretty good. And now she's after Jason. Everybody's after Jason here. Here's the thing. Why not try to keep Jason around, right? Somebody needs to do that. Oh, here's the intro, you guys. One of the best intros in TV, okay, is the Survivor intro. Okay, all the people, Christina, Jason, Sophie. We got 2 Sophies, that's right. Matt got voted out. MC, I like MC. Steven, I do like Steven as well. All the S names, I feel like, are pretty good. Jake got voted out. He's Canadian. Annie, she got voted out. Alex is still there. He's got an immunity idol. Nicole, first one voted out. Jeremiah, he's gone. Other Sophie, no E. Sophie, no E, I'm still a little irritated at. Rizzo, Sage, Nate, I do like Nate. Shannon, she's sneaky. They got to vote her out. Juwan, I don't know about Juwan. He kind of plays all around. And then my girl Savannah at the end there. I think Savannah and Shannon, I think, are probably at this point like the 2 deadliest. Okay? 1 on each tribe. They're not on the same tribe. Shannon's into like the meditation, yoga, leading everybody, you know, in the morning meditation, which I'm all about, but she's putting it on too thick here. Speaking of, here's Shannon. What's she talking about? She's in self-preservation mode? Where did that come from? Okay, so Shannon and Steven are buddy-buddy here. Okay, so Shannon's got an idea. She's talking to Steven about some idea here. When they get into the merge, they're scheming. What'd she come up with? So she's talking about getting 2 people from each tribe to work with Steven and herself once they get into the merge. So then they'll have 6 people. Like, that's nothing like that sneaky, I guess. Steven likes the idea. On each tribe, what they really need to do at this point in the game is they need to vote out Shannon. And they need to vote out Savannah. Friggin' Steven. He's like, okay, could I get some coffee before you start talking to me and scheming? Steven's on to Shannon, though. So Steven's like, Shannon's playing way too hard here, which she totally is. Steven's like, dude, girl, I just opened my eyes, and you're like, hey, I have a plan. Okay? You want to hear it? I think right now, part of Shannon's problem, okay, part of her downfall already early in this episode is that she's playing too hard now. Oh, they're really focusing on her too, you guys, so I feel like this might be the end. I feel like she might get voted out this episode. They kind of do that. Shannon's coming after my girl Sage. So Shannon is kind of singing like a canary, I think, to too many people right now. She's talking to Steven right when he opens his eyes. Now she's talking to Alex. Now she's hugging Christina again. I don't know. I think they're going to be on she's a little too fake. And I think she's just honestly trying to play the game. But I think she's going to get herself voted out here. She better be careful. Shannon better shut up at this point. Otherwise, she's going to get herself in trouble. Steven just gave Shannon the most fake-ass smile, you guys. Oh, my God. They're on to Shannon's antics already, you guys, and it's early. We're only a couple minutes in. Really, really good vibes. I like that. I feel really, really good vibes from you. Oh, so they're shit talking Shannon right now. So Steven and MC are off on a little stroll, and they're shit talking Shannon that she's strategizing too hard. Yeah, she better pull it back a little bit here. I do like MC. So MC, Shannon, Steven, Christina, and I can't remember who's the rest of their tribe, but they're all on one tribe. They're yellow. I can't remember the name. Okay, Christina, girl, what are you doing? I think this is a mistake. So, because Christina is close with Shannon. So MC and Steven just went to Christina and were like, hey, Shannon's been playing too hard. And Christina is close with Shannon, so I bet she's going to go tell her. Oh. Good job, Christina. That's right. You don't go tell Shannon. I think Shannon might be losing her team here, you guys. Losing her tribe. We'll see. We're only a couple minutes in. This is a heavy one already. They're setting it up. Could this be foreshadowing now that this tribe is going to have to go to tribal council? And I'm not going to lie to you guys that every time they go to commercial, I'm like, oh, damn it. Because usually I watch when I don't want to listen to commercials. I guess I could mute it, but usually when I watch, it's a little bit later. So on the Hulu stream, I can start it from the beginning, right? Then I can skip through the commercials because I'm usually like doing something, right before the episode starts. So that way, by the time I'm watching, we're already a little ways in. So I can just kind of scoot through the commercials, which is really nice, but that's okay. So what else is everybody doing while we're waiting for the show to come back? I don't know. And two, at the beginning of this episode, like, this could be some foreshadowing that maybe Shannon might get voted out, but I don't know. I think the producers are better than that, because that would just be too obvious, I think, right? Like, if they're shit-talking Shannon, like, 2 minutes into the episode, because she is playing pretty hard, right? Like, Steven's sleeping. He just, like, barely opens his eyes. Shannon, hi, hey, so I thought of this idea, all right? You ready? So once we hit the merge, we need to get 4 people. We need to get 2 people from each tribe. And then with the 2 of us, it'll be 6. And he's just like, who are you? Like, what? So she better rein it in here a little bit. But if the tribe doesn't lose the immunity challenge, or if they don't lose, if they win, they're not going to have to go to tribal council. So all of this could just be, some stuff, some filler. And, Survivor used to only be 1 hour, and now it's an hour and a half. So anyway. And then 2, I still, almost staying in the middle of my head, almost. And for tomorrow night's game, I haven't had a chance to look at the astrology chart yet, but I guess since now we're on commercial, I might just pull it up here. So again, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night, you guys. Thursday Night Football, Vikings at Los Angeles, Chargers. Okay, so if you want to stop by, that'd be cool. I'll be here. Probably going to start around, 6:30 or so, maybe that'll be the planned start. No more technical difficulties, I already said. So I'm going to double check the game time. Oh, shoot, you guys, too, tonight, the Timberwolves start their season. They're on the West Coast, too. I forget who they're playing, but it's a late game. It's at, 9 Central after Survivor, but I don't get the channel that it's on. So tomorrow's game is at 7:15. Timberwolves, I feel like, are they playing I think they're playing Portland, maybe? I'm going to look. Also, the Minnesota Timberwolves debuted Prince jerseys. Yeah, so they're playing Portland tonight. Damn it! It's not on anything I can watch. All right, we're almost back. We're almost through commercial break. I want to pull up these Prince jerseys and show you guys that the Timberwolves debuted. I mean, if they weren't listening to me, I don't know what else is good, because I have been talking for years. All right, we're back. That the Timberwolves should bring back the old school jerseys with the trees. Okay? Been saying it for years, kind of back here, a little bit of that theme. And what are they doing now? They're bringing it back. And also they have Prince jerseys, which are kind of cool. They're just purple. They're pretty cool. Very nice. Oh. Tatsuya. No gooning at Savannah. I like Savannah. I think she's dangerous. I think she's a good player. I also like the name Savannah. But I think they're going to be on to her, too. She kind of has to be, when you're a good player and you're really social, that's a big part of the game. And Jason needs to start over, okay? Because everybody's against Jason. Again, that's a surprise to me. That came out of nowhere. So I think Jason can kind of turn things, because he's good at puzzles, too. So it's like these people, I feel like, forget half the time that you got to try to win the immunity challenges. They're having they're just talking about random stuff right now. No, they're nerding out. That's cool. They're talking about stuff that so now Jason and nerd stuff. Now Jason and Juwan might become besties here. See, Juwan, there you go. Jason's like, okay. Or Juwan's like, Jason only got in this situation because of a bad situation. I like it. Because, again, I was surprised that everybody was coming for Jason. That, I feel like that came out of left field. But, you know who's the leader of that is Savannah. Maybe I got to turn on Savannah now and go with Jason. See, that's how quickly this game turns, you guys. Juwan, come on. Juwan's like, oh, that leaves my boy Jason on the bottom. Come on. See, this is where you got to get, You gotta change stuff up. Stuff can change so quickly. What's happening? Oh, I was like, what's going on here? So Savannah and Juwan are having a little bit of a situational like beef here about their bags because Juwan goes and takes Savannah's bag. I don't really know why. Oh, taking her bag by accident, and then he took her water bottle. She's smiling like this, but you can tell she just wants to rip his head off. I think Savannah's now turning. She's gonna, nah, Jason, you're gonna be safe now because I'm gonna go and be mad at Juwan because he keeps stealing my stuff on accident. All right, we're back to the other tribe. All right, they're going crab hunting. They caught a crab. They're probably starving as hell, only eating rice and coconut. So they got a crab that was probably like this big. But I feel like those would be harder to catch because they're smaller and they can move faster. So Alex caught a crab. Alex and Shannon are out crabbing together. I keep wanting to eat one of these saltines, but they're so stale and gross, and they're for my dog now. Again, I don't know how many years old these pocket crackers are. I really don't. So Sage is now talking about how Shannon is playing the game here. Sage is onto her, right? Yeah, so Sage is like, Savannah's laying it on thick. All Savannah's doing here is looking for the one thing, and she can be there for you. Sage is just watching from maybe Sage is a Scorpio. Okay, Shannon is over here kissing Alex's hand and hugging. Come on, that's a little fakey fake to me. Not Savannah. Sage was just talking about how Shannon is kind of like a cute seal. Like it starts off cute and then it just rips your face off. That's hilarious. Oh, the bros are broing out now. We got Alex and Steven talking to each other. Alex is fine. Alex is also dangerous because he has an immunity idol. Because Sophie could have voted with Jeremiah and voted Alex out and had Alex go home with an idol in his pocket. But no, Sophie voted out Jeremiah. So now nobody knows that Alex has an immunity idol except for Sophie, and they're not on the same tribe. So Alex is also very dangerous because he's got an immunity idol that none of his tribe members know about. But yeah, don't be telling people, Alex. He's not telling people, so smart. So Steven and Alex are all buddy walking by Sage, who's just like sitting by herself eating pineapple. So now finally, Sage is a part of a conversation. Now they're talking about Shannon again. How Shannon's going so hard. Savannah, Banana, Sage, who are these people? They're the players on Survivor. Summer home. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Savannah Bananas. Shout out to the Savannah Bananas. They're done for the season. Savannah's a player. Sage is a player. These are all players. So now Steven and Alex are telling Sage that Shannon was throwing out Sage's name to potentially vote out. And Sage is like, I knew it. I was on to her. Yeah, it's like Shannon's got to slow down. All right, we're on commercial. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. All right, Gigi's back. She wants another stale pocket cracker. But again, these are probably years old. All right. She can't get enough of them, though. I mean, I'm giving her really small pieces, but... Oh, my gosh, and then earlier today, you guys, I gave Gigi a frozen cucumber. I was like, well, you can chew on that for a while. You can work your way through that. So it'll, be a little while, and then I'll let you have like half of it, and then I'll put the rest back in the freezer. You guys, in like 2 minutes, I looked down, and she was like licking the floor. It was gone. Like, how did you get there through that frozen cucumber? And like, I was just working away over here, clickety-clacking. Like 2 minutes later, like, what? Crazy. Sounds like a bad recipe? That's hilarious. All their names? Why? Because of sage? I have some sage that I'm drying actually right now. I think it's probably dry by now. That's funny. It's like a bad recipe. Also, you guys, I'm hungry. I was going to try to get my soup going. And then, of course, technical difficulties. So I got caught up doing that. So I haven't even started my soup yet. Speaking of recipes. Tatsuya, I like Rizzo too. You love Rizzo, but the constant self-promotion is annoying. Yeah, I kind of agree there. It's just like, if they could all just like tone it down just a notch, right? Like a notch. I like Rizzo too. I think he does live up to his name. And, so much of this game is, social skills, right? And he definitely has that too. But, everybody has their place, because there's some players that are a little bit more quiet, right? A little bit more subdued. Okay, so I was going to pull up the astrology chart for tomorrow's game. I'm also a little disappointed that I can't watch Timberwolves tonight, because I'm not paying. I'm not getting an NBA League Pass, so I guess I could watch, but I'm not going to. Oh, yeah, and I was going to share the Prince jerseys with you guys while we're on commercial. Let me find them. I'm going to Twitter. And, yeah, I'm still calling it Twitter, okay? Okay. Now Twitter is not working. All I tried to do is go to the Timberwolves page. You know what I think is part of the problem, you guys? I think Mercury, our communication planet, I think it's going into its shadow phase, actually, before it goes retrograde. Okay, so I guess Twitter won't allow me to go to the Timberwolves page. So I'm going to go to Google. Anyway, so with the Mercury retrograde, when it's in its shadow phase, that's basically like what it's called. It's kind of hidden, so we're not getting its full power. So yes, there could be communication problems going on. Also, Mercury is very close to Mars. Mars is one of the malefic mini planets in astrology, and then the moon was just passing by too. So that could maybe explain it. Put a little astrological spin on it. All right, so let's see. Here are the jerseys. So, I mean, they're kind of cool. Kind of cool. Let me go in the corner. Yeah, so, I mean, they're all right. These are the ones from this year. Right here. We got Nas Reed there. We're still on commercial. I don't know why. I don't like that it's coming up blurry either. But anyway, so kind of similar to what they did before. There's Anthony Edwards in his jersey. So yeah, it's like purple letters and purple trim. But again, Timberwolves start tonight at Portland. Anthony Edwards has said he's going to bring a championship to Minnesota, so we'll see. We shall see. All right, we're back. Oh, we got Rizzo back. Tatsuya, they got Rizzo back over here. Oh, they're talking about what mukbangs are. They're telling Nate what a mukbang is. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't know what that was until not too long ago. Ooh, there's a boat headed to the island, you guys. Somebody might be leaving and going on a journey. All right. They're all scampering down there. What message What's the message? NYC, they're running commercials of ex-Survivor cast members like Jam Jam and Teeny pushing a political candidate. Oh, really? Really interesting. And Jam Jam was a totally social player. Like, I wanted my girl Caroline to win. And I was just Jam Jam was a good player. Rightfully won. But I was bummed for my girl Caroline. And then she got no vote. What the F was this? All right, so MC's going on a journey. The boat's that's usually what it is. When there's a boat headed to the island, somebody's going to get a chance to go on a journey. So when people leave and go on journeys, everybody else that's left behind knows that that person is either going to probably get an advantage or lose their vote. All right. So I didn't see who went on the journey for the one tribe. Let me go back. That's the beauty of Hulu right now, is that I can go back and see. I was talking. Oh, so MC is going on the journey. Okay. And now at the other tribe, Jason says he wants to go. Juwan wants to go. Everybody wants to go. They're going to, flip a rock or something. Oh. Oh, my God. Juwan, you're so sneaky. So all these people wanted to go on the journey. So Juwan goes and grabs rocks and strategically places the rock to send the person. Oh my God. Juwan, that was pretty good. That was pretty sneaky. And they just let him do it. Nobody watched him. So he placed the rocks exactly. Wow, that was a good move. That was good. So they had to drop her rocks, and then Juwan went and picked up the rocks and then placed them, and then had them each pick so that Nate got the right one. So Nate's going on the journey with MC. That is good. Oh, really? He's worth $20 million? Actually, that would be a good idea. Yeah. Making some connections there. That's crazy. Wow. Good for him. Oh yeah, because that's right. Doesn't he do the sci-fi movies? Or is that Nate's thing? I forget. That's crazy. 20 million. Good for him. I like Nate. I think Nate, I already said this, but I think he's a little bit of a sleeper too, because he just, he engages in conversation, but he's not overly, anything crazy. He does his part, I think he's playing a pretty solid game right now so far, actually. And even when he was his original tribe, where everyone was so much younger than him, he just adapted, right? He just kind of sit back and, he's going to be the dad of the group and, whatever. So, all right. So what they're doing now is they're taking bags. They have a pile of bags. So basically what MC and Nate are doing is they're grabbing these heavy-ass bags. Looks like bags of sand. Who knows? Probably bags of sand. And then they have to drop them off on the other side. Okay. So if they don't move all of these bags in the allotted time, they both lose their vote. So they're working together. Sometimes when the players go on journeys, they're working against each other, but they're working together. Damn. Okay, yep, they are sandbags, obviously. I wonder how much they weigh. I think I missed it, but there's quite a few. They're doing a pretty good job. I think they're going to do it because I just looked at the hourglass, and it looks like they have quite a bit of time left, and they made a pretty good dent in these bags, but you never know. And it looks, I don't know how far away they are, like the bag where they have to bring it from point A to point B, but, oh, so now Nate's playing a really good game here. So now as they're working together, Nate's like, oh, okay, so tell me about you. What's going on with you? Nice. I think, yeah, good player. Oh, yeah, that's right. Marvel's executive producer. Thank you. Yeah, good for him. Ew, she just said she could birth the alphabet? No. So Nate and the MC are getting all buddy-buddy here while they're carrying sandbags to and from. I mean, good idea. And I'm sure, too, like, you want the time to pass, so you're going to talk, but probably tired. Now they're panning to the people that are left behind, and they're all taking a nap. Nate's sitting there like, man, I just want to take a nap. And then they pan to everybody at the tribe, and they're all taking a nap, or back at the tribe. Ooh! Oh, there's a note underneath the bag. MC found an advantage in the bags, you guys. Nate doesn't know about it. Oh, now she's telling him. Why'd she do that? Oh, I think they both have to know. Let's see what it is. Commercial. All right, fine. All right. So we looked up the Prince jerseys. We're on commercial. So tomorrow night, I'm going to do a little sneak peek. My first viewing of the Vikings and the Chargers astrology chart. Because for any of you that may not know, I do the prediction for the game based on the astrology chart. I do planetary pregame before the game, and I make the prediction based off of the astrology chart. Let's see if I can get the right city in there. All right, October 23rd, that's tomorrow. Ooh, I almost had the wrong time in there. So California, I think that's 2 hours behind, right? Minneapolis time? I think it is. Because I almost put the chart for tomorrow night's game in Central Time. That would not have been correct. Okay. I think they're 2 hours behind. Yes, 2 hours. All right. So for tomorrow night's game, it is going to be 5:15 Los Angeles time. So I'm going to calculate the chart. I'll pull it up. You got time. Seriously, you guys, my hair is out of control. I am like early Halloween here. I am a conehead. Me. That's what they talk like Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd, and they move like this. If I got 20 mil, I would buy Malibu Beach front property with a private beach. That sounds nice. Man, you could buy a couple properties probably. That sounds very luxurious and very nice. I hope that happens. I hope that comes to fruition for you. I really do. That would be cool. All right. So, all right. Chart for tomorrow. Here it is. Still in commercial. Almost back though. But I will say it's a lot more fun going through the commercial breaks over here on the stream than just sitting there like a bump on the log. I think we're almost back though. All right. Game chart for tomorrow. Where's the moon going to be, you guys? That's one of the big things I look at because the moon is the co-ruler of every chart, game chart. All right, so the moon at the start of tomorrow night's game, moon's going to be at 27 degrees of Scorpio. At the very later degrees of Scorpio, the moon, she's in Scorpio right now. She does not feel comfortable in Scorpio. Scorpio can be, a very private sign, very intuitive. It can kind of bite, They're very sneaky. They can plan things from behind the scenes. The moon is naturally ruled by Cancer, so. All right, we're back. The one good thing that's going on right now is there's a grand water trine happening. So there's planets in all the water signs right now in the N degrees. They're all communicating nicely with each other. So a lot of us could maybe be feeling more emotional right now, maybe trying to get more in tune with our emotions or just really feeling them. Also, intuition might be extra on point right now too. Maybe having more like dreaming a lot more or remembering your dreams or something like that too. So that's happening in the sky right now. I definitely have had a lot more vivid dreams. I mean, I usually have pretty vivid dreams, or I can remember it, and then I always have to write it down though. But oh, okay. So, but yeah, I've had some good dreams the last couple nights too, I will say. So the advantage, you guys, or the little extra element to this challenge for these two is if they finish the bags and there's more time left in the hourglass, they can use that to go look for an idol. Which I kind of said earlier, it looked like they made a dent and there was a lot of time left. So they're down to one bag, you guys, and there's so much time left in the hourglass. So now they're going to go look for the idol. So they got the challenge done. They're not going to lose their vote. And now they can go look for an idol. So Nate's like, I don't want MC to have it, so I got to get it. I got to find it. Who's going to find it, you guys? One of them is going to find it. I feel like one of them is going to find it. And there is a lot of time left, you guys. They got that done really quickly. Nate's over there telling her they're running out of time. He's a liar. He's trying to mess with her. Oh, yeah, Nate does have an ulterior motive, MC. There you go. Oh, there's still one bag left. Oh, okay, all right. So they went and looked for the idol, and there was still one bag left. So that's why he called her back early with a lot of time left. They didn't show either of them finding the idol, so I don't, unless Nate found it sneakily. I don't know. We're having an MC moment. She said she didn't want to wear she was self, she had confidence issues about her muscles and stuff in the past. But now she's really happy because she was able to do that challenge, you know? So now she comes back to her tribe and they're like, oh, wow, you have sand on you and everything. And she's like, I'm so tired. Oh my God, you have sand on you. So now they're all going to be like, tell us what happened. We need to know. Oh yeah, it's a journey. That's what it's called. And they go on their journeys. No, so Shannon went off on her own. The rest of the tribe's sitting there. So Sage is like, all right, you guys, let's talk about Shannon. She's got to do it, though. You got to do it. You guys, some of these people, like Sophie with an E, she's barely been on. I'm like, oh, you're on this show. Okay. I mean, that might come later, but. Okay, so now Sage is spilling all the deets to her new tribe. She's telling them all that Rizzo has an idol. And Sage is like, also, you guys, you know who knows about this? Shannon. And they're like, oh. And then Sage is like, oh, she didn't tell you guys? We got some scheming going on here. Sage is like, I'm out for revenge. Sage is coming hard now for Shannon. Oh, good job, Sage. So now MC's like, well, if we have to vote somebody out, at this point, I want to kind of keep Sage over Shannon. All right, so now we got Sage and Shannon talking to one another, and the rest of the tribe is all back. All right, let's get to the challenge here. Let's see. You know, sometimes, I said this last week too, sometimes I'll just like fast forward through the challenge. I'll go back and watch later. Or, you know, I'll watch it like high speed, so I'll watch it. But then, you know, let's get to who loses and let's get to who's getting voted out. Okay. Sage is really like over Shannon's shit right now. Oh my God. Shannon's like, me and Sage have really good conversations. And I mean, like, you know, it's like really good. It's not like strategic. We're just like talking. And meanwhile, Sage is just like, you know, the steam's going to start coming out of her ears here. And Sage is just totally eye rolling Shannon hard at the water well. Okay, I called it. Sage literally just said, I'm ready to eat her. Now Shannon's hugging Sage, and Sage is like, Shannon's like, I love you so much. Okay. All right, so we're back at the other tribe now. Nate's telling them all about the journey, all about the sandbags. All right. I think Nate got the idol because does Nate have the idol? Did I miss that? So, okay. So Nate was telling them about the journey, telling his tribe, and then, you know, Jason asks him, oh, so there was no upside to this journey, which is suspicious because usually there is some sort of advantage available. Nate's like, no, right? So I think, Nate, I think you dropped the ball a little bit there, buddy. You should have had something planned for that, like what the advantage could have been. That's another part of it when the people go on the journeys is like you have to come up with like some sort of like story because they're going to want to know what happened. They obviously know something happened, and you can't just go back and be like, oh, we moved sandbags. Okay, so what else? So now we're back to the other tribe, and it's like Savannah versus Juwan right now. Savannah's like, he's listening to everything I'm saying. That's weird. Yeah, Juwan's like, I don't know, struck a nerve or something. Now Rizzo's like, nah, I like Juwan though. Juwan's cool. We're fine. We got the East Coast vibe. Savannah's like just on Juwan's ass now. She's like, he stole my bag more than once. He took my water bottle. Okay, now she just said that. So Savannah's also saying that Juwan is hard to work with. And Nate's just like listening. They're collecting firewood, laughing. Yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah, totally what it is. Gotta jump on. Jump in. All right, we're back on commercial. Okay, I'm going to mute it now. I'm going to go back to the chart. So that's pretty much what it is. And I got to get on there. I'm waiting. Please call me. I want to get on there. Bring me on. I'll go scheme. Right? I'll go scheme. All about the scheming. So we have 45 minutes left. I'm like, it's not. Yeah, they haven't even done the challenge yet, you guys. Oh my God. Let's get to the challenge. So back to the chart. Again, this is my first time pulling it up for tomorrow, so I should actually take my notebook out. While we're here, let me take my notebook out for tomorrow's game. And for last week, or I guess, this week, last week, Vikings, Eagles, that was this last Sunday. I had the Eagles winning by 9, and they won by 6. So that was pretty close. Almost right on the money. Mars. We should start our own YouTube version, Survivor. Oh, man. I think there's, like, what would that entail? Tell me more about it. We have challenges where you have to drink pickle juice. Because they don't really, okay, so on earlier seasons of Survivor, they oftentimes would have to do a challenge, and it would be eating bugs or who knows what. And they don't really do that anymore, actually. They haven't done that in quite a long time. There was one season where the challenge, the final level of the eating challenge, so it started off with grubs, and then it would move to I think a spider, or whatever. The one that is stuck in my brain, and I don't know what season it was, and maybe they did it on multiple seasons, but where the final eating thing that they had to get, and multiple people I think could win. I think it was just whoever ate it. It was whoever ate it the fastest, I think, when they got to the final. Anyway, it was a freaking duck embryo. Ugh! Apparently they're a delicacy somewhere, okay? But it was literally, one of the contestants said while they were eating it, was oh, that was the beak. Because it was it had feathers and stuff. They'd eat it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. That is ingrained in my brain. When the one guy, God, what was his? I think it was, his name's not Conrad. It's his redhead, glasses. He ended up winning. Shoot, his name's not Conrad. He went by his last name, and it started with a C. But anyway, I just remember he was oh, there's the beak. Ah! Bleh. No. Bleh. Hey, Archangel, how are you doing? Mars attacks. That's right. The good type of Mars attacks. But what was that guy's name? I gotta look it up now. It was I keep wanting to say Conrad, but Survivor winner, I'm just going to type Conrad in. No. Gosh, what is his name? Cochran! There we go! Yes, he won. He got a unanimous vote, too. Okay, John Cochran. He was the one that ate the little duck feet. Multiples of them did. Blech. He's also Capricorn, which is the most winning sign on Survivor. Okay. Let's see. He was born January 17th, 1987. So this was Survivor South Pacific that he won, I think. Oh, my God. Do they talk about, that? And I don't know. I can't remember the name of the little, duck embryo, what it's called, It's a delicacy somewhere else, but oh man, bleh. They would bring that out. No, no, I could not do that. No. All right, so we're getting to the immunity challenge here. Jeff says, "Come on in." Okay, you guys, come on in. We're gonna do the challenge now. All right, the Kaylee tribe is kind of being annoying. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. We're gonna go back to the chart later. Yes, they do. Archangel, they play tomorrow, Thursday Night Football. Starts 7:15 Central Time. I will probably start streaming about 6:30 Central. So if you want to come hang out, I will be there. But yeah, during the commercial breaks of Survivor tonight, I just pulled up the chart. So I have yet to put a note down about it, but I did put the date for today. But the moon's going to be in Scorpio. I will write that down for tomorrow night's game. So immunity is up for grabs, you guys. All right, their challenge looks kind of fun. So they're going to start out in the middle of the water on a platform, and then they're going to have to swim, and then they're going to have to carry this wooden cage from the water to the beach. And then they're going to have to dig a hole under said cage when they get it to shore. And then there's going to have to be a person in the cage then shooting kind of baskets to try to get balls in 3 nets. So that actually looks kind of fun. The challenges do look fun. So Venus, she's in the sign of Libra though. So she is in a sign that she rules. So Venus is very happy right now. And the winner of this challenge, you guys, they're going to get chickens. So that's the prize. So they can have the eggs, or I don't like when they slaughter the chickens, but so Venus tomorrow night, oh man, Archangel, we're going to have to go back to the chart. This is my first time looking at it because I just pulled it up. Uh-oh. I don't know, you guys. Venus is literally going to be an extra helper for the Chargers tomorrow night. Venus is in Libra. Venus rules Libra, so she obviously loves being in a sign that she rules. And Venus is literally the ruler of the Chargers tomorrow night, and Venus is right in the Chargers' first house of the team as a whole. Okay, we'll get more into it, but right there, I'm like, well. So that right there, it's like the Chargers are kind of like the pretty team for tomorrow. It's kind of like the darlings a little bit. That's kind of how I read that straight away, but we'll have to go back to it. But Venus is going to be right in San Diego's first house there, so that'll be beneficial for them. Hey, Angel, how you doing? Nice. See you there. That'll be good. If you want to go back to Gigi says hi, I had her with me when I first started the stream. So I was tempting her with these very stale crackers that I found in my coat that I got back from my mom. And not recently, but it's the first time I used the winter coat since her having it for the past like 15 years or whatever. And I found these in the pocket this morning when I was taking Gigi for a walk. And I'm like, these, who knows how many years old these are. Anyway, so they're Gigi's treats now. All right, so challenge is on, you guys. They're carrying and in typical Jeff fashion, you guys, the host of Survivor, he's always like, oh, there they go. He's like stating the obvious. Well, they're really having a tough time carrying that wooden cage there. That's heavy, you guys. I would just be there like, no shit, Jeff. Once I get on the show, they're going to have to beat me, like beat. I'll be like, no shit, Jeff, this is hard. Thank you, Captain Obvious, for telling us. Now he's like, Jeff's like, all right, you guys. Oh, they got it, but that's really heavy. Oh, now they're realizing that they have a lot of weight on there. Yeah, tell us something we don't know, Jeff, okay? Venus, actually, they are. Both Venus and Mars are in signs that they rule. So we're getting some, wherever you have Libra and wherever you have Scorpio, you're getting a little extra positive, like, oomph there. Just because Mars is in Scorpio right now. Mars rules the sign of Scorpio. Feels very good there, very at home, literally. And same thing with Venus. Venus is in Libra, and Venus rules Libra. So Venus is also right at home now, you guys. So Jeff's like, you guys are good. Start digging. He's so bossy. I'm pretty sure Jeff's a Capricorn, too. Let me look him up quick. I'm pretty sure he is. I think he's January. Oh, he's a Scorpio? Oh my God, Jeff is a Scorpio? What? Shut up. Oh, he's a Scorp? I totally thought he was a Capricorn. Shut up. You guys, that's probably why they didn't call me on my audition, because I referenced Jeff as a Capricorn. He's a Scorpio. You guys, Jeff's birthday is in like 2 weeks. It's November 4th. So yeah, sneaky probst over there. And it's surprising that he kind of annoys me. Oh wait, no, I didn't say that. Survivor, you guys cast me on the show. Because I always get along with Scorpios. I like the Scorps. Okay? So me and Jeff would probably end up being best friends. He'd probably fall in love with me, really. I'd be like, Jeff, no. Like, sorry, it's not going to work, okay? I don't want to move to Fiji. I mean, well, no. I don't know. Jeff's probably married, you guys. I'm just joking. But am I? I get on Survivor, and then the episodes start airing, and there's chatter about, like, Jeff seems to, like, have some, like, favoritism for Jade. Like, what's going on there? Okay, the challenge is still happening. All right, so now they're finally to the end. They're trying to shoot baskets. So they have to shoot baskets from inside the cage, which is very tall. So you got to get a lot of arch. And then you're trying to shoot baskets. Rizzo gets one. All right, Rizzo's got one. Tina's got one. Kaylee's got one. Oh, they got another one. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's 2-1. Oh, no, sorry, my bad, you guys. They each have one. Whoa, Alex nails another one. Kelly's got two. Rizzo's going to try to tie it. Oh, come on, man. So it's hard because they can't, like, you can't really, I guess you could shoot, but it's got to have so much arch because the cage is so tall. Nice. They got two. It's 2-2, you guys. We're down to the wire. All right. Alex is going for the win. Wow, he got it. Wow, Alex got it. All right, you guys. Savannah, Rizzo, Juan, Sophie with an E, Steven, Jason, they're going to Tribal Council. Shannon, they're going to Tribal Council, you guys. Oh, wait, no, Shannon's on the other team. All right, so the foreshadowing that I thought, was maybe a little thick early in the episode where it really seemed like they were kind of foreshadowing where, like, is Shannon going to get voted out? Because they were really focusing a lot on that. But like I said earlier in the stream, the producers, I think, are too good for that. That would have been too easy. So, all right. Jeff's like, you guys, I'm exhausted just watching you. And they're like, I would be like, Jeff, you're standing there in a nicely ironed pressed shirt with no sweat coming off of your brow in a hat. You look very well hydrated. I'm over here eating half a coconut for the last 3 days. Savannah literally just said it now. Savannah's having a breakdown. She's like, Jeff, we've only been eating coconuts. You guys, I already know what they're going to say before they say it. Savannah's having a breakdown, you guys. The other team's just like, well, sorry. Take your chickens. Oh, my God. The other team's just like watching them go like, They look so defeated right now. So it's Juwan, Nate, Rizzo, Savannah, Jason, and Sophie. They're going to Tribal. Oh, God. Okay. At this point, I would say it's going to be Jason or Juwan on the hot seat tonight. Okay. Rizzo's like, it's going to be war. I don't really think it is. I think it's pretty cut and dry at this point. You never know, though, with Survivor. Things get kooky. Jeff's like, do you want to come on Survivor? Send in a video. Audition. It's like, Jeff, I have. Okay? I'm still waiting. All right. So, back to the chart. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate it. I don't think my hair is going to cooperate the way that I want it to do this stream, and I think I just have to accept it. I think I just have to accept, but I shan't. All right. Now, for tomorrow. Okay, so what I was making mention of earlier. Venus, right here at 12 degrees of Libra, is right on what's known as the ascendant or rising, also known as the first house in astrology. So Venus rules the Chargers tomorrow, so she's the planet that rules them. And Venus is also extra supportive of the Chargers because Venus is right in the Chargers' first house of themselves as a team. And Venus is a lesser benefic planet in astrology. So right away there, I feel like, again, that's like making the Chargers like almost like the darling team, like kind of like sparkly eyes, because Venus is like what we love, where we find beauty. And Libra is about, you know, fairness, equality, peace, justice being served, you know, too. So, and then also for the Chargers tomorrow night, they're ruled by Venus, again, lesser benefic planet, which is already kind of like, you know, an extra little, pop in the collar, feather in your cap, if you will. And also, they have the sun supporting them too, because the sun is also in the Chargers' first house of themselves as a team. The sun is obviously very, very powerful, right? It's like our life force. It's our, you know, who we are at our core. So straight away, right there, the Chargers got a little extra, you know, punch or pizzazz. But I shan't. I shan't be doing that. Exactly. That's funny. All right. So, I mean, I'm going to obviously look at the whole entire chart. I can't just like base the, like, oh, the Chargers are going to win because they got that. Well, while that is all fine and dandy, that's good, but it's not like a straight dead ass like, oh, that team's going to win. So for the Vikings tomorrow night, they are ruled by Mars. Mars attacks again, all right? Because the Vikings, the zodiac sign that rules them for tomorrow is Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So we got Venus and Mars going at it tomorrow night, people. And what's good for the Vikings, too, is like Venus being in the sign that she rules. Venus is at home in Libra. So is Mars. So are the Vikings. Mars is in Scorpio, and Mars rules Scorpio. So Mars is at home. So I feel like Scorpio can be very precise. Like surgeons, if a lot of people have like Scorpio placement, that could be like a good placement for a surgeon because they're going within and they're going deep and they're being very precise about it. That's kind of like Scorpio. They can be very, very deep. And, you know, when they go for information, when they go in, they go deep. And they're very intuitive. And they can be very, very, very precise as well. And they can be very, very sneaky, too. And very perceptive because they're a water sign. So we might see maybe that a little bit more of a theme for the Vikings tomorrow, being they're ruled by Mars. Mars is also a fast planet, you know, it's ambition, drive. It rules blood and cutting, policemen. It also rules like metal and chains, too. So it's kind of funny that, you know, Justin Jefferson kind of wears all those chains. But that's like nothing new for like tomorrow night's game. Maybe we'll see some of the players that we don't normally see with extra chains on or something like that. But probably not, because those chains are like diamonds, and with Mars, it's more like metal. So if anything, we might be seeing some more like diamonds and flashiness from the Chargers. But that would, because of Venus, but that would also make sense because they're playing in La La Land too, right? Where all the pretty people are, right? So, so both of the teams tomorrow night, they do actually have the support of the planet that rules them. Now, the kicker is going to be which of the teams has their ruling planet in good communication with the planet that rules each team's house of games, which is the 5th house in astrology, and how each team is going to show out on a public level tomorrow and how their career is going to go. That's house number 10. So also going to look at that. And then we're going to look at how each planet is communicating with the moon. But we're back to Survivor, so headphones back on. Okay, why don't we go back to the winning team's tribe? Are they arguing about the chickens? Oh, Alex was talking about how he doesn't want to kill a chicken. Oh. And then Alex was like, you know, this has been my entire life. They think that I can't handle it. Oh, man, they killed a chicken. Oh, I feel bad. So they did do it. Now they're defeathering. Man. Alex was like, I didn't, you know. Oh, I feel bad for the chicken. This is nothing new. They've done this before. So now Steven's talking about how his roommate's dog got a hold of a rat and broke the rat's neck. I bet that dog was part terrier. They will get rats and vermin and shake it. I think Gigi is part terrier because sometimes when she gets a hold of a toy, she will shake it, just like I've seen videos of like rat terriers shaking rats. So now they're all eating the chicken. So obviously they're hungry. Like, I understand, it's still sad though. I still feel bad. But they're all just like so hungry that this plain ass chicken is just like everything. And one of the early seasons of Survivor 2, I think it was like, I don't know, season 1, 2, 3, 4, one of them, 5 maybe, they were doing a challenge where they were standing on posts, and they were so hungry that 2 of the girls were like, if I go topless, can I have Oreos and peanut butter? And they did, and then they got the Oreos and peanut butter. There might have been more to that, but I think that was it. But that just shows how hungry, you know? Oh, man, Sophie with an E, you guys. She has gone to every single tribal council. So now they're scheming. So now we're finally back to the tribe that is going to have to vote somebody out. Okay. Yeah, they could have coconut chicken. They probably did, I think. They all were eating like a piece of the chicken on like a leaf. You know, a lot of them, they had their little chicken piece on a leaf there. But yeah, they could have made some coconut chicken. Good call. All right, so we're back to the other tribe. So they're talking about voting out Jason, which is not a surprise. Juwan, I think, is sneakier than people give him credit for, myself included. So Juwan's now going to go talk to Jason. And also what Juwan did, which was really smart and really good, was he placed the rocks specifically before somebody went on a journey, because a lot of them wanted to go earlier in this episode on the journey. So then Juwan's like, oh, okay, we'll draw rocks. So Juwan goes and picks up a bunch of rocks and places them perfectly and hands them out so he knows who's going to go on the journey. And now Juwan's going to talk to Jason because the rest of them are like, let's vote out Jason. Ooh. So here's the thing. It's a tribe of, let's see, I think 7. So now Savannah's like, well, Jason's the obvious vote. But now they're scheming about Jason and Juwan. Ooh. So Nate and Rizzo and Sophie and Savannah are scheming. Juwan and Jason were talking at the beach. Now Juwan and Jason are coming back. So Savannah's talking about how this could potentially have like a ripple effect, making it seem like they're starting this like war between the tribes or something. Tribe versus tribe. So Savannah's like, I don't want that to happen. So Savannah's now talking to Jason, who she wanted to vote out before. She was all about it. But you guys, that just shows how quickly the game can turn. So now Savannah's telling Jason, Jason, I think you have more power than you know. And Jason's like, what? Savannah's really talking a big talk right now. So all the deep conversations happen at the water well, you guys. And what do we got happening right now? We got another water well chat. Okay? Like people at the water cooler at work, right? Or how people used to be. Everything goes down at the water cooler. Just like on Survivor, everything goes down at the water fountain. Or whatever I just called it. The water well. There we go. The well. You guys, what if Savannah gets voted out tonight? Actually, if they were smart, that's what they should do. They should blindside Savannah, is what they should do. So now Jason's playing the card of, like, talking to Nate. He's like, Jason's like, Nate, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Whatever you want me to do. So now Jason's like, well, I'm really hoping that Savannah has my back. It's getting sneaky. So now Nate's going over to Savannah and is like, so this is what Jason said. So Nate and Savannah are working together. So now Nate and Savannah are like, what do we do? What do we do? We have Jason on our side. We could vote out Juwan, but what do we do? Oh, is it going to be Juwan? Woo! Savannah's like, would you write Juwan to Nate? And Nate's like, yeah. Now they're giggling. Actually, maybe Nate said, would you write down Juwan? Oh, sneaky. Oh, my God. I don't know what Juwan's game is here. His social game is a little, he's sneaky, but his social game needs a little bit of work. Because it's like Savannah's trying to, like, talk to him a little bit, and Juwan's like, I just want to be like you when I grow up, Savannah. Like, what does that mean? Like, what? What are you doing? I think this tribal is going to be pretty good. I think it could be, you know, they're setting it up where it could be Jason or Juwan, which it very well could be, but it could be somebody else. This vote tonight could impact the rest of the game. I mean, they all do. Okay? They all do. All right. Back to the chart. Okay. Another freaking commercial. Let's see. So it's 8:13 Central. The episode goes until 8:30. And I said this last week. Usually when they go to tribal council and it's like only maybe 10 after 8 or something like that, that usually means that the tribal council is going to be extra exciting. There might have to be like a revote or something like that because there's more time left in the episode. But for tonight, I think we're going to get a normal, like, tribal council. It's going to go pretty quickly. So I think it probably will be either Jason or Juwan tonight. I think what they really should do is blindside Savannah. That's what they should do, but they're not going to do that. They're not. I'd be shocked if they do that, but they should because she's very dangerous. So Nate, actually, he's been working with Savannah, and they haven't gotten to the merge yet, but he could really team up with Juwan and Jason and Rizzo, and you'd have a really good case to vote out Savannah. Really good. Because once she gets to the merge, that's the thing. You got to get the really dangerous people out before you get to the merge, too. Especially the people that are very, very good at playing the social game, like Savannah is. So they really should blindside Savannah tonight, in my opinion. So, anyway, my hair is still out of control, you guys. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. All right. Now they're showing me food commercials, and I'm hungry, and I'm really disappointed that I didn't get a chance to make my soup or start my soup because it would have been done. So now. It's fine. It'll just take longer. I'll just have to wait. Maybe I'll listen to Timberwolves radio, though, since I can't watch Timberwolves. But I could listen to the radio. It's on at 9, my time. Jeff Probst also does like a Survivor podcast. I haven't listened to that. I'm not like that, diehard. I'm not saying that I never would listen to it. But like the last time I auditioned for Survivor and I was waiting in line, like the one guy, his name is Mike from Jersey. Like shout out Mike. He had flown to Minneapolis just for the audition anyway. He was talking about when we were waiting in line about how he listens to the podcast all the time. And that was the first time I had learned that Jeff does a Survivor podcast. I mean, is it surprising? No. But also, this guy, Mike, so dedicated too. Like, he was like super fan because he knew like so many facts and stuff, which is cool. He also showed us a picture that he just dressed up as Jeff for Halloween prior. So, and another girl that I met in line, she had flown in from, I think it was North Carolina to Minneapolis just for the audition, the open call. So, yeah, the diehards out there, you guys. They're out there. All right. So it's been 3 minutes. We should probably get back now. But, yeah, that's one thing that, is kind of obvious. Like, they haven't gone to tribal council yet. There's some commercials. There's obviously going to be commercials at the end of the episode. So we really only have about 7, maybe 8 minutes left of the actual episode. Maybe 7 minutes. So I don't think the tribal council is going to be extra spicy tonight. Man, sometimes they get crazy. And especially, when they can't agree on who to vote out. Got to draw rocks, All right, here they go. This is night 10, you guys. Night 10. And Sophie has been to every tribal council. Sophie with the knee. She has been to every tribal so far. Jeff's watching them all. Get fire, you guys. They actually all have fire, so. All right, who's going to get the torch snuffed? Who is it? I think it's going to be either Juwan or Jason. And I think it's probably going to be Juwan. That's what I think right now. They should blindside Savannah, but Jeff's all right, you guys, you so exhausted? Savannah, you had a breakdown at the challenge after you guys didn't win food. Explain how that felt. Okay, they're talking about exhaustion again. Savannah's normal people don't ever have to experience this, okay, guys? Okay, we understand. Excuse me. And for those of us, myself included, that haven't played Survivor yet, I can't understand what that's like, because no, I haven't been there. So I can only take their word that, yes, they are exhausted beyond belief. I believe it. You're living on freaking rice and, half a coconut the whole entire time. You're also doing these physical challenges. You're also having to play mind games. Yes, I totally get it. I feel like every season they go through this, though. I didn't think it would be this hard. Okay, cut to me on a rock, all right, in Fiji, and I'm sitting there, I was on my YouTube stream, and I was I get it, but I didn't know. It is harder than I thought, harder than I ever thought. Watch that happen, right? All right, so Jeff's talking to them. They're all still just talking about whatever. So Juwan's when I get nervous, I overthink, and then I mumble, and then I stutter. And then Savannah, sitting behind him, is patting him on the shoulder. You could be rubbing it on thick here. Juwan's everyone else is really well-spoken, and I feel I'm not living up to that. Oh, I feel you, Juwan. He's I feel I don't, live up to that. Jeff's well, see, you guys are getting to the point now where you're questioning your communication skills. Now we got Rizzo talking the big game. Rizzo's like, I like Rizzo. He's like East Coast guy. Like, I'm Rizzo. I got the Riz. He's like younger guy, probably in his like really early 20s. I think he might be one of the younger people. Maybe he's not even 20 yet. I can't remember. He was talking at the beginning. He kind of bothered me at the beginning because he was like laying it on a little too much. But I think every single player kind of has a little bit of that when we first kind of meet them, because it's like you're really just getting their personality amplified, really. So now they're all laughing at Rizzo. Hee hee hee, you guys are all laughing now, but one of you is going home. So they're all trying to kind of, laugh it out here. Jeff's trying to find a crack, like, all right, who's going to start talking? Who's going to start talking about who they're actually voting out? Who is it? Somebody tell me. Guys, they're still talking about how physically taxing it is. They're going to use the whole entire tribal council to just talk about how tired they are. Lame. That'd be my complaint so far. Now Jason's like, well, if it is me, I wonder if they're going to try to split the vote. I wonder if they're going to try to like split the vote between Jason and Juwan, because Jason could play a shot in the dark, which either he would be safe from elimination or he would lose his vote. Jason looks nervous. Savannah looks very confident. Nate looks very, calm. Jason looks freaked out. Okay, so Sophie with an E, Savannah, Rizzo, and Nate are sitting in back. And then Jason and Juwan are sitting in front, and they're just both like... And then in back, they're all just kind of sitting there calm. Man. Yeah, they're definitely setting it up. It's between Jason or Juwan tonight, you guys. Who is it going to be, though? I think it's going to be Juwan. I do think it's going to be Juwan, because I think it was too much of, I think Savannah had too much, and she's more of a mastermind here, and Nate's on board. Juwan accidentally stole Savannah's bag, accidentally stole the water bottle. They were foreshadowing that earlier, so not saying that's like a total reason for them, the only reason for them to vote him out, but I don't know. It's going to be between Jason or Juwan tonight. I wonder, too, if Jason's going to play a shot in the dark and lose his vote, but they are going to vote for Juwan anyway. And then Jason's going to be like, what? I played my shot in the dark for nothing. And they're really, really, like, it's a lot of Juwan talking tonight, you guys. So, I don't know. Sophie's over there just like, can we vote already? I've been here every time. Can we just go back? At this point, Sophie's used to tribal council because she's been to every single one. Nate just referred to one of them as a sweet kid. I didn't, a little condescending there. Okay, let's just go vote. I'm over their conversation right now because it's not going anywhere. Okay? Jeff's still trying to be like, all right, you guys, anybody gonna crack? Oh, they heard me talking. Jeff put on his wedding ring. All right. They keep panning to Juwan, too. The camera keeps panning to Juwan. All right. Guys, they're really talking about nothing. Sophie's like, well, now you get to the point where, blah, blah, blah. Feels like a tsunami, blah, blah, blah. All right, they're going to go vote. There's only 6 minutes left in this episode. They're going to go vote because there's like 3 minutes of commercials. Let's go. Okay, yeah, we know. Let's get to the vote. You guys are talking about nothing. It's going to be Juwan or Jason, and at this point, I think it's going to be Juwan. I do think that Jason might play his shot in the dark. I wouldn't be shocked about that, but I think it's Juwan. What they should do is blindside Savannah, but they're not going to. All right, they're all voting now. Let's see who it is. I do like Survivor's music that they play too. I obviously know that you guys can't hear it, but like the theme song Survivor is so good. And then the like background when they're voting. I like the music too. They just panned in on Savannah's parchment, and she clearly wrote a J-A. The editing, right? Because obviously Juwan is Jawan, or Jason is Jason. All right, Jeff tallied the votes. Who is it? Anybody have an advantage or an idol? Everybody's looking around. Nobody's got an advantage. Jason didn't play a shot in the dark. All right, nobody did it. He's going to read the votes. Who is it? I think it's Juwan. First vote. What? Shut up. Rizzo got a vote. Where did that come from? Jason and Rizzo, they each got a vote. Whoa. Jason's got 2. It's going to be Jason. Bye. He knows it too. Jason, vote 3. Bye, Jason. You're going home. Who voted Rizzo? Oh, Jason, you look like you're going to cry. All right, Jason got voted out. Oh, excuse me, he knew it too. Did Jason vote for Rizzo because somebody told him that they were voting for Rizzo? I think that's what happened. All right, I thought it was going to be Juwan. It's Jason. All right. He's smiling. Oh, Jason, the tribe has spoken. Jason, the tribe has spoken. That was boring. I'm not going to lie. Not the best episode of Survivor. Boring. The best part of this episode was the scheming and the shit talking that was going on early on. They're all like, oh, you guys, we did it. We did it. They're getting along right now. All right. Okay, so Jason got voted out. He almost got voted out last week, but got voted out this week, so it's too bad. And the one vote for Rizzo, it had to have been from Jason, because I'm sure they had to tell him something. They can't just be like, hey, we're voting for you. I mean, they could, but yeah, so that's what they did. I bet they probably told Jason, like, hey, we're actually going to blindside Rizzo tonight. It's not you. All right, and then the rest of them all voted for Jason. So, all right. Again, what they should have done is blindside Savannah, but that didn't happen. So, I guess if I waited until the very end of the episode, I could see who everybody voted for, so that I could see who voted for Rizzo. But again, I have a little sneaking suspicion that it was Jason that voted for Rizzo. All right. Well, that was fun, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And then, yeah, tomorrow night. The only note that I got written down from the chart, Moon in Scorpio for tomorrow's game, for the planetary pregame. But I'll look at it some more, and I'll take some more notes, so I'll be ready for tomorrow. And again, no more technical difficulties. I swear, it's done and dusted. So hopefully I'll be, I'm planning for about 6:30 Central tomorrow night. Kickoff is 7:15 Central Time. Vikings are 3-3, and they did announce Kevin O'Connell. All right, did announce that Carson, old Prince Carson, will be getting the start tomorrow night. And that's pretty much it. He had his press conference, and what was it, on yesterday, I think? Yeah, and he pretty much just came out and was like, yeah, just so you know, JJ's not there yet. JJ McCarthy, he was in practice, but we're not comfortable. There's still more going on there, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to play Carson. He just got right to it, right? So he didn't have to field any questions about that. And then somebody asked him, one of the reporters asked Kevin O'Connell, like, okay, so when you say, like, McCarthy's injury is, like, I can't remember the exact word that the coach used, but it was something like it's lingering or it's something to the extent. So somebody asked him about that. So they were like, so what makes it a lingering injury or whatever he said? And the word salad, dude. Kevin O'Connell, the word salad. I'm pretty sure I said that here first, and then I've just been hearing it on the radio ever since. They always listen, you guys. All right, so we're getting a little preview of next week's episode next time on Survivor. They're chasing after a chicken. I hope the chicken flies away. Oh, God. We're getting more of the Shannon and Sage battle. We're getting Rizzo that's trying to do a little fishing. All right, so let's see who voted for Rizzo. Yeah, everybody voted for Jason except Jason voted for Rizzo. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was a clean sweep. Oh, man, poor Jason. Yep. Oh, he should have played a shot in the dark. Damn, that really would have twisted some stuff up. He really should have done that. Like, let's say he would have got it, right? And they all voted for him. Oh, my God. And then, I wonder how the voting would have went if that was the case. So they all vote for Jason except Jason. Well, Rizzo would have gone home then. Oh, that was what would have happened. Oh, my God. That would have been crazy. All right. Anyway, it's been fun, you guys. I'm going to go make something to eat. Okay? Fresh Show, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. It was fun. Hopefully you're wearing your buff proudly, right? So, yeah, it was fun, everybody. I will try to do next week as well. I've been having fun the last couple of weeks, so hopefully carry on with that. And, yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out. I was about to say have a good rest of your Thursday. Seriously, you guys, I've been thinking it's Thursday all day today. It's not, okay? I mean, it could be somewhere else. I guess technically it could be. You know, what's time? What's a day, really? But it's Wednesday. And you know what? Back to the Mercury being in its shadow, almost going to retrograde. Today is the day of Mercury, too. So no wonder there was some technical shenanigans that I was dealing with. Maybe others of you were dealing with that, too. But anyway, so onward and upward. But hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday or whatever you happen to be watching this. Take care. Stay safe. Do all the things. Be good. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vikings at Chargers. But appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace out.